Timothy Lawrence, Mark Phillips, Angus Ogilvy, Anthony Armstrong-Jones. One of those is worth £150,000.
Right. I really don't know, and I'm just going to take a crazy punt because 50 buys me the time with the girls. And my crazy punt is going to be C. Angus Ogilvy for no reason. Final answer.
You just lost £25,000.
It's okay. That's fine.
Oh, Caroline.
Oh, but look, I was close.
It's a brave guess.
It's great.
It was kind of madness, but it was a brave guess.
Hey.
She goes away with this cheque for £50,000. You can take it now, £50,000. The right answer, Anthony Armstrong-Jones. All the others are sort of too tall, actually, all the others.
Oh, that's a good...
So Caroline still goes away £50,000 better off. Not a bad night's work. We have a brand new contestant starting all over again against the clock in a couple of minutes. Don't go away. Welcome back to the final part of tonight's New Look. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Time now to meet our next contestant from Bridgend in Glamorgan, Richard Hughes. Hi, matey. Very good. Richard Hughes works on renewable energy solutions for one of the country's leading energy suppliers. Richard loves singing, karaoke, running, playing football for his local team and cooking exotic foreign dishes. In fact, he'd quite like to own his own restaurant if he fails to realise his dream of becoming an international jet-set playboy. Richard's wife, Tony, is at home with 2-year-old Ryan, so his mate Tudor has come along this evening. Right, 12 questions, the first 7 against the clock, 3 brand new lifelines to get you to £50,000, at which point you get a 4th to get you to £1 million. Lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, question number 1 for £500. I'll read out the question. The 4 options will appear, and as soon as they appear, the clock will start to tick down 15 seconds. Here we go. Which of these birds is also the surname of a famous 19th century-born nurse? Kittiwake, kestrel, nightingale, bustard.
It's Nightingale, Chris. Final answer.
Nightingale, Florence Nightingale is the right answer. You got £500. OK, Richard, as always, I have to warn you at this point, it's the last point at which you could go home with nothing at all. It won't happen. You had 3 lifelines. Question number 2 will guarantee you £1,000. Here it comes. The tool used for melting and applying solder is usually called a soldering what? Here they come. Kettle, fork, pan, iron.
It's iron, Chris. Final answer.
You have £1,000. How you feeling?
Nervous.
Still?
Yeah.
Got £1,000 guaranteed. What have you, I mean, I know I always ask people this, but I'm always intrigued. What have you come for?
If I get to 5 figures, I'd be ecstatic.
Already given away a lot of money tonight. Hopefully give you some more. OK, you have £1,000. Question number 3 is for £2,000. You have all 3 lifelines. The term Latin America usually refers to American countries where which of these languages is primarily spoken? You've got 30 seconds from now. Dutch, Spanish, Italian, English.
It's Spanish. Final answer.
Took a long time.
Just making sure.
It's the right answer. You are sure. You got 2,000. Question number 4 is for £5,000. Again, it's against the clock. Again, you'll have 30 seconds. 50-50, phone a friend and ask the audience are still available. What kind of fabric is cheesecloth? 30 seconds. Cotton, linen, wool, silk.
Can I ask the audience, please?
Yes, you can. Right, audience. It's worth £5,000. This is your question. What kind of fabric is cheesecloth? Now, A on your keypads is going to be cotton. B is linen. C, wool, or D, silk. All vote now. Uh, 57% say cotton, 36% say linen, 3% wool, 4% silk. Restart the clock.
I had it narrowed down with them too. I really am not sure.
You've got 2 lifelines.
Can I go 50-50?
Yes, stop the clock. Right, try and make sure, double sure. Computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Richard the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. 57% said cotton, 3% said wool. The clock's restarted.
Cotton, final answer, please.
You weren't happy though, were you?
I was torn between A and B, which
B's
was the
gone.
percentage of the audience.
B has gone.
Indeed.
Which is when 50-50 can be terribly handy. It's the right answer. You got £5,000. You're cutting this fine. It was all flying along, then suddenly 2 lifelines are gone. You're okay. You got £5,000. Question number 5 is for 10 grand, and you have still got 1 lifeline remaining. Again, it's against the clock. 30 seconds. This is the question. Odontalgia is the technical name for which condition? 30 seconds. Earache, headache, stomachache, toothache.
Toothache, final answer.
Just won £10,000. Oh, I don't know whether that's good or bad. It's stopped now. It's probably good time to regroup, actually. That's all we've got time for. It's been quite an epic night. Earlier on tonight, history graduate Andy Cole returned from last time with £75,000. He walked away with £75,000. Seaside landlady Terry Covington returned to a far from 40 towers with 10 grand. Caroline Ambrose then soared up to £75,000, but then dropped back to £50,000. Richard here ends the show on £10,000, but it has cost him 2 lifelines to get there. He'll be back next time. Lines are now closed on our viewers' competition. One of you at home has just won yourself a cheque. It's winging its way to you. The correct answer was D, half marathon. So from me and Richard, everybody here on the production team on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, good night.